What makes the good life the good life? This podcast is on a mission to find out. So join us as we explore the Heartland's best and most honest voices. Venture to all four corners of York County, because when it comes to quality of life, it's all about keeping it local. Brought to you by the York County Development Corporation. This is 17 County.
Thank you for joining us today for this episode of 17 County. Be sure to like, subscribe, and review our podcast. Doing this helps us grow our podcast, so we appreciate the help from our listeners. We would also like to take the time to thank our members. Without these great members, we wouldn't be able to do what we do here at the YCDC. We'd like to thank Cornerstone Bank, Agri Products, Henderson State Bank, York General Hospital, Perennial Public Power District, Union Bank and Trust, York Cold Storage, and so many more. Members can be seen on the member directory page at yorkdevco.com. That's York, DEVCO.com. Let's get to the interview. October is actually Manufacturing Month. This means that we do a lot of different things to show our respect and appreciation for the manufacturers that are located within York County. We have a large number of manufacturers within the area, and they all do some really amazing things for the county. They make some products that we see globally, and they also do some really interesting things in terms of products that we don't really see a lot of, we don't really think about. And one of those is Beaver Creek Products. They do a lot of dog treats and pet treats. So I have Adam here with me today, and I'm really excited to kind of dig into the history of it, because Adam was here since the conception of the business. He really was here for the start of it all, and he has a wealth of information for what it is like to start a business in the area, and also just what it's like to kind of start from nothing. I had no idea what the product was about. So, Adam, thank you so much for joining us, and I am so excited to learn from you.
You're welcome.
Awesome. So, what does the business provide? What do you guys do over at it?
We do dog treats.
Dog treats. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. How did that come about? How did you decide to go into that business?
Well, it's a long story. We kind of owned a building. We didn't know what to do with it. A friend of ours from California, K1 International, said that somebody needed beef ears down in Kansas. So we said, well, we can do that. So we started.
Wow. So you saw a need and you just decided to go for it. That's awesome. That's awesome. Was there a lot of people involved with the process of getting your business started up, or were you kind of a lone wolf? Or
Well, no, we were kind of a lone wolf. We did a lot of experimenting early, formulas to get the hair off and all that kind of stuff. It was difficult in the beginning. I know a lot of businesses fail within the first couple of years, and we had to stick another 600,000 so of capital in it to save it. So it was pretty bad the first couple of years. I would recommend to anybody that starts a business to make sure they have their marketing set up, because we didn't have any marketing, and we thought we were going to have this contract with ears down in Kansas, and that didn't happen. It fell through. They didn't like our ears, but so then we had to start all over again.
Oh man. And that's kind of hard to pivot when you're kind of, counting on something to follow through and counting on something to happen, and you put all this money and time and everything else into
Well,
it.
we were supposed to do bully sticks for Crazy Dicks too, and that fell through too because we didn't get the plant up and running in time. We had to do a lot of work.
Yeah, a lot of stuff people don't think about, but
Right.
a lot goes into building a business.
But none of us knew anything about dog treats, so we had to learn it all. So
yeah, wow. What made you decide to become the business owner in the beginning? Why didn't you just pitch it to someone else and say, "Hey, run with this"?
Oh, John Strong and I have always been pro business. We started the old Champion building, put 5 manufacturers out there, and we sold that last year. And this one we started in 2013, and now it's doing real well, and we're happy. And now we're thinking about starting something else again.
Oh, really? Really?
Yeah, you never want, you're never going to get old if you keep working at it. So
Yeah, absolutely. And we need all the business we can here.
yeah. Well, we need people. That's the basic thing.
No,
We're
absolutely.
short probably 5 or 6 people right now.
Oh, wow.
Could increase our production and our profits a lot if we had more people.
Right. Yeah. So you guys have a lot of job openings. Is that what you're
Oh yeah,
saying? Wow.
yeah.
Jumping around a little bit
Okay,
here.
yeah.
Um, how did you come up with the name of your business?
Well, I don't even know who came up. I knew we formed an LLC, and somebody suggested that name, and we said, well, it doesn't sound like dog treats, Beaver Creek Products. I mean, but we have Beaver Creek running through York, so we said, okay, that sounds good enough.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it works. It
Well,
made
yeah.
quite the name for itself. So, yeah,
Yeah, we have a
absolutely.
great reputation. We're one of the few pet food treat companies in the United States that's SQF qualified,
Oh, wow.
which means we get inspected every year by an independent firm. And we've been scoring over 90, around 95, 96 for the last 3 years on our inspections. So
That's
we're pretty
amazing.
proud of that. Yeah.
Yeah, I know a lot of people are very cautious nowadays what they
Oh, yeah.
give their pets. So I'm sure a lot of people appreciate that.
Well, we test every one of our batches for salmonella and stuff. So
Yeah.
they're sent to an outside lab
Wow.
and tested, and it's on hold in our plant until it clears. Once
Man.
it clears, then we can deliver.
So a lot of care goes into
Yeah,
every
yeah.
product. Wow. What was kind of the goal, the mission of your company right at the beginning, and has that grown at all?
Well, yeah, we wanted to make money.
Of course.
That's always your goal. And we wanted a good reputation as a dog treat provider. And of course, our products have changed over the years. And now one of our biggest accounts is Chewy, and we probably do probably over 300,000 pieces a month of dog treats, of different types. Alligator hides, pizzles, which is, the bully sticks, trachea, ears, pork ears, that kind of stuff. So we do some variety of some treats.
I didn't even know alligator was a market.
Well, the skin, not the meat,
Yeah.
the alligator skin. Yeah, it's something to chew on, like antlers and stuff. And dog will eat anything.
Oh, absolutely. Yep. Um, has that, I mean, really evolved into anything else? Is there any different goals that you guys have set, or is it still pretty capital based? Get those staff in that you're missing and just keep chugging along?
Yeah, well, like I said, we don't have enough help, or we've been doing a lot more work. So we're steady right now. We work a lot of Saturdays. We've got to try to keep up.
Yeah.
Our customers, we had a lot of problems getting raw material, but we're one of the biggest buyers of dog treats, raw material in the United States. So we're up there pretty good. And this year we bought 3 refrigeration units, which we can store another 120,000 pounds of raw material.
Wow.
Plus we got some at cold storage, our cold storage. So we have a good amount of raw material now to keep us running.
That's awesome. So supply chain hasn't hit you guys like it's hit some.
Well, it did about 6 months ago. We were really hurting for product, but it came around, and we had
Good.
to pay more, obviously, but we
Right.
got our customers to pay more, so we did all right.
Yeah. Good product. I mean, people will
Yeah.
pay for it.
Oh yeah.
So, how has the business grown since opening? Did it start out pretty local or?
No, we never did local. We did for Walmart one year. That kind of fell through. And then after Walmart, we just started looking for business. And our manager now, Mike Runge, did a super job of calling and talking to people. And eventually it just kind of evolved into the business it is now. Some of our big accounts like Chewy and Skips and some of those are they get orders every week, every week, and we fill them as fast as we can.
That's really cool. I know Chewy is really popular right now too, so it's cool to hear.
Oh
I
yeah.
mean, not little business, but business in York County is doing such big things. I mean, people don't even think about it. It's amazing.
Since 1882, York residents have looked to Cornerstone Bank for all of their banking needs. Visit any of our 46 locations throughout Nebraska to discover the Cornerstone difference. Cornerstone Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
So, tell me a little bit about what's on the horizon, what's coming. Anything exciting?
Well, we looked into doing dog food this
Oh,
year, so that's raw dog food,
okay.
which is a new popular thing. But we decided just to back off for a little bit. We needed another building, in 2015, we added 12,000 square foot to our existing building, and that's where our big production lines are now. Uh, so that's all we're planning on right now. We're going to make money and pay off the debt that we accrued over the years and get back to. But we spent a lot of money this year. We bought the 3 refrigeration units. We upgraded all our ovens to electronic control that if something happens, it notifies the manager that it's shut down, and all the safety and security that goes on. So we're not looking to really expand anymore right now. We own the land next door, so now we got a place to add on if we want to.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I know you touched a little bit on how you're starting to go towards automation a little bit more. What was that transition like? Was that a hard adjustment or was it pretty smooth?
Well, we bought older uh, ovens. We call them ovens, that dry the product, and we had to remodel all of those.
Oh,
And when
wow.
we first bought them, we left the old controls in, were kind of manual controls and no safety features. And now we put all solid electronic stuff in those ovens.
Oh,
Like I said, you got a computer in the office tells us what's going on with the ovens, or you can look it up on your phone and see what's going on. So we modernized all of that. That costs quite a bit of money to do that because we have 8 ovens. So and we did them all except one, and it was the best thing we've done as far as automating everything.
No, that's amazing. I mean, it's crazy. Absolutely crazy to think about. So, do you have any, I guess, advice for anyone who's looking to start a business in York County?
Well, of course, it takes capital to
Oh
start,
gosh, yeah.
and depending on what you're doing, but I would make sure that if you have an item that you're going to merchandise, that you have, some kind of marketing scheme, because if you can't get rid of your product, you are
You're in
in
trouble.
trouble right off the bat. And we found that out early on. I mean, the customers that we had lined up, we lost immediately. So
Well,
we had nowhere to go except
yeah.
we went to Walmart, and that didn't work out. So then we started all over again after that.
Yeah. And I think it's really important for people to keep in mind business is trial and error. You guys
Oh
aren't going
yeah.
to know everything right away, and things are constantly shifting, constantly changing. So, I mean, don't give up right
Yeah,
away.
we spent a lot of hours on our formulas. We
Yeah.
have to use chemicals to remove the hair
Wow.
and the skin and stuff from different products. So we had a lot of trial and errors, and we ruined a lot of product initially trying to get the formulas right.
Man.
But we're in really good shape now. We've got all our formulas set, and we can move along pretty good. I know next week we're doing about 40,000 pork ears, 40,000 pounds of pork ears, and they always have to have the hair removed from them.
Okay.
And then we dry them and split them,
Right.
and you'll see them in the stores. We
Interesting.
don't put our name on anything anymore.
Really?
All of it's got the customer's name. We custom process for
Oh,
customers. Chewy, we put all their labeling on for them. Some of the others take their bulk stuff and put their name on it how they want it.
okay.
So we're flexible that way.
Is it difficult in a sense to, I mean, you're kind of doing marketing for them too by putting their logo, their information on that. Is that a hiccup that you guys had ever run into, or is it
Well, we
usually
got our
pretty?
own labeling and our own stuff, but
Okay.
and we still sell off in on Amazon. You'll see it on
Okay.
Amazon. We still have some orders going through Amazon. with our Beaver Creek logo and name on it. But basically, they'll order off a Chewy over the internet, and that, and we'll ship out through FedEx and whatever else through our plant for orders that come in, either from Amazon or just by on our homepage.
Right. That's cool. That's neat. So I know once again we kind of touched on this earlier, but you have some positions that are open for the company. If someone was looking for a job in York, looking for somewhere to land, why would you say that your business is where they should go to?
Well, I don't think we're paying as much as some of the other businesses in town. We have a good atmosphere. We take care of. We have a retirement program. So, I mean, we don't have anything special from anybody else. It's a small company. We have 22 employees,
Okay.
and basically, I don't know. I just said we're just a nice little company. That's
Culture is really, really big nowadays. So if you can keep your staff happy and everyone,
well,
for the most part,
most
that
of our original employees, I say most of them, probably 10 or so, have been here since the beginning.
wow,
Never left.
wow.
So they're, and there are a lot of them are in supervisory positions now within the plant. So
That
taking
says
care,
something.
yeah. Well, they've been there a long time and they're good employees.
That's amazing. Um, so I guess we'll kind of wrap things up. Thank you,
Okay.
Adam, once
Yeah.
again for joining us.
No
Do you
problem.
have one final piece of advice for people looking to move to the area or just interested in York County in
Oh,
general?
it's a great place to raise your children. I mean, I raised all mine here. Of course, I was at York Cold Storage before, but and it's a nice little town and everybody is courtesy,
Yeah.
courtesy wise, everything's pretty good. School system is great,
Oh,
and it's all good.
and I do have to just thank you. It sounds like you were in the beginning stages for the YCDC. You kind of helped with
Oh, I was
being
past
on.
president, yeah, yeah,
So we have some history going there too. So
yeah.
thank you for doing that. Thank you
Okay,
for being a great business in the area. And
thank you.
thank you for meeting with me.
All right.
We would like to take the time to once again thank our members. Without these great members, we really wouldn't be able to do what we do here at the YCDC. We'd like to thank Cornerstone Bank, Agri Products, Henderson State Bank, York State Bank, Community Title Company, Overland Ready Mix Company, and York Cold Storage. We really appreciate all the support that our members are able to give us and can't thank them enough for making what we do possible.
This is 17 County, a new podcast brought to you by the York County Development Corporation in Nebraska. For more information about life and opportunity in the Heartland, visit yorkdevco.com. Come grow with us. And if you liked this episode, be sure to rate and review 17 County on Apple Podcasts or wherever you listen.